In this video 4-1, we will be using graphs to relate to quantities. By the end of the video in the work time in class, you should be able to say, I can use graphs to relate to quantities. The graph below here shows the amount of gasoline in Jamie's car after she fills up her tank. What are the two variables? And describe how they are related at various points on the graph. Well, the two variables here are the time. That's one variable. The gas in gallons is the other variable. And to describe how they're related, over time, the gasoline is going down. Now you can see there's a lot of gas in the beginning. It's used this day, it's going down. Then it's used more after that. At this point of time, it wasn't used as much, but then it was used again a lot. And then over time here, it kind of looks like it wasn't used, and then burned a lot of gas here, a little bit here, and then to the point where over time that gasoline was almost gone. So over time, the gasoline went down some days or some different times during the day more than others. The table shows the total number of customers at a car wash after 1, 2, 3, and 4 days of its grand opening. Which graph could represent the data shown in the table? So you can see here I have 4 graphs on the right hand side, but looking at the table we see from 61 to 125, that's going up 64. From 125 to 177, that's going up 52. So not as much, but it's going up. And then from 177 to 242 on the 4th day, it went up 65. So it went up even more there than it did from day 1 to day 2. So it went up over the course of the days. And so we look over at these graphs, and we right away can eliminate B because the customers are going down over time there. Same with D. It's more of gradual. You see more of a curve there. Now A and C, they're going up, but in C it's going up, but then not as much, and then really not as much. It really dies off, and that's a gradual increase, but it's more earlier on, and then it kind of starts to get flat here where it wouldn't be increasing. So this is not accurate, where A would be the correct choice. It went up from day 1 to 2. It did go up from 2 to 3, just not as much, and then it increased again by that 65. So A would be the correct graph to represent the table. When Malcolm jogs on the treadmill, he gradually increases his speed until he reaches a certain level, and then he jogs at that level for several minutes. Then he slows to a stop and stretches. After this, he is increasing to a speed that is slightly lower than before and jogs at the speed for a short while before once again slowing to a stop. What is the possible sketch of a graph that would show Malcolm's jogging speed during his workout? So what we have here is we're looking at speed and time. So we're looking at Malcolm's speed over time. So he's gradually increasing his speed, and then he stays the same jogging, then he slows down, stops to stretch, then he picks it back up again, but not as fast as he did the last time. Then he jogs for a while, and then he comes back and slows down for a stop. So this is where he's increasing speed, staying the same, slowing down to a stop, where he then stretches. And then it repeats again, increasing his speed. We're then staying the same, but notice it's not as high as it was before because he's not going as fast. And then once again slowing down to a stop. And then probably to get some water. Can you say I can use graphs to relate to quantities? Write a summary and reflection and be prepared with any questions for the work time in class.